This is the new Nokia 7 Plus.
The no-confidence motion, which was tabled in Parliament on March 21st, threatened to tear the political fabric of the country. The debate on the motion took place today and started at 9:30 a.m. and is still ongoing. The vote is expected to take place at 9:30 p.m., which is in a few minutes. But before that, in the morning, parliamentarian Dinesh Gunawardena, representing the joint opposition, presented the motion against the Prime Minister in Parliament after the oral question session.
Parliamentarian Dinesh Gunawardena to present the no-confidence motion against Prime Minister and Minister of National Policies and Economic Affairs, Honourable Ranil Wickremesinghe. Honourable Speaker, I will present the no-confidence motion against Prime Minister and Minister of National Policies and Economic Affairs, Honourable Ranil Wickremesinghe, today on behalf of all those who have signed the motion. The motion says that it is being presented against the Prime Minister because he is involved with the recent most biggest fraudulent activity in the world, the central bank bond scam. The COPE report doesn't mention the name of the Prime Minister at all. How can you then bring a no-confidence motion? The Presidential Commission itself says that the appointment of Arjuna Mahendran wasn't illegal.
Is the wording of the motion so loose and so general because of the lack of specific material against the Prime Minister in regard to the bond scam? And if that is so, in my submission, the motion lacks credibility. In regard to the timing of the motion, sir, this bond scam occurred 3 years ago. It has been the subject of total public focus for a long period of time, from early 2015. Why has this motion of no confidence been brought against the Prime Minister only now?
It's clear that the main challenge the opposition is facing today is Ranil Wickremesinghe. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe had betrayed his public mandate. He is responsible more with regards to protecting those who are guilty of the bond scam than doing the fraudulent activity himself. He disturbed the investigations so much. He tortured us when we were conducting the COPE investigations. The UNP members try to protect these fraudsters in shameless ways. The President asked the Prime Minister to resign first because he wanted to put the blame on the UNP, but the Premier didn't. The words no confidence first rumoured from Camp Maithripala Sirisena when they couldn't bring Nimal Siripal de Silva as the Prime Minister. It is the President who betrayed the public mandate the most. The third person who is responsible with this is former President Mahinda Rajapaksa. Did they put in that much effort to win the no-confidence motion as they did with the local authorities election? But Group Gotabe made that effort. They're getting all the blame now. But these are the so-called deals. Commenting on former President not signing the motion, MP Vimal Veeravansa said to media that we should take some fun out of it, but there is a deeper story. They're trying to take some other fun, including the Kandy unrest, into this as well. We strongly condemn the attempt to gain political mileage from the pain of the Muslim community. Minister Hakim spoke, but under the influence of money. He who complained so much about police keeping quiet when the unrest at Digana affected his Muslim community cannot face his community out of embarrassment. We gave you 2 weeks where the Prime Minister actually looked at the faces of those parliamentarians whom he didn't even care for before. We even provided you with 2 weeks for you to get as much money out of the bond scam. If the Prime Minister survives, do you think he would go easy on those who acted against him? If Lord Buddha was here now, he would have said that money is given prominence over anything else. This incident took place under the government of 100 days and we weren't even a part of it then. All of them are protecting Arjuna Mahendran, but where is he now? Who brought him, recommended him, appointed him, protected him and let him flee the country? This is the warrant to the guilty who made all of this happen. The General Secretary of the party is not the SLFP. This party would see its end if Nimal Siripala, myself, Anrayapa or Dilan leave, and they wouldn't have any senior members of the SLFP. Economic decisions of this country are made by people such as Paskaralingam and Charita Ratwatta. This is the reason behind this situation. Is it because nothing happened to your party that you are saying you should go for a party restructuring? It won't happen tomorrow either. Ravi Karunanayake is going to be sworn in as the deputy leader of the party tomorrow. I don't know if Kabir Hashim will be removed to be replaced by Akila Viraj. Both the President and the Prime Minister have betrayed the public mandate given to them on the 8th of January 2015. Remember that the 6 MPs of the JVP are always together. We support this no-confidence motion because of so many reasons.
This is a first step in the assault against the government of national unity that has a popular people's mandate. Perhaps the second would be aimed at the Speaker's chair and the third at impeaching the President himself. Now that design goes against the mandate that the people of this country from all parts, not just from one community but from all communities, granted mainly the two main parties of this country.
There was conflicting statements from the side of the SLFP early in the day with regards to where the allegiance lied when it came to the vote. During the build-up today, the joint opposition, the architects of this, said they stand to win irrespective of whether the Premier is ousted or not. Earlier today, we were able to speak to a few ministers and parliamentarians ahead of the debate on the no-confidence motion.
We've decided to vote against the no-confidence motion. We trust we can defeat it. There may be a possibility of us losing the two-thirds majority after it. We've carried out our responsibilities as the joint opposition. We saw the SLFP and the UNP supported the motion. But let's wait until this evening. We set off a bomb. Everyone but us are injured. The government or the Prime Minister won't fall just because the SLFP ministers decide to leave the government. We will go forward in the next 18 months by appointing new ministers. We as the joint opposition has done what the country needed. Anyone who opposes this fraudulent activity can cast their vote in favour of the motion and join us. The President's group said they will support us, and if they do, we can win. We are ready to defeat the motion with all parliamentarians who represent the estates and Muslim UNP parliamentarians. None of the parliamentarians who represent the UNP has said that any of the 14 issues we mentioned against the Prime Minister are wrong. There are information regarding money bags moving here and there these days. The country will be able to see whether there's more power with money or the public at 9:30 tonight. We believe that anybody, not just the SLFP, who are against the central bank bond scam, will vote in favour of the motion.